Hello. Para. Para. Hello, everyone. Hello. Hey. Okay, I'm ready. I'm ready. Hello. It is another PS music. Yes, you never heard this one? It's the tavern. It's the tavern music. It's the tavern music. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Wait a second, I'm switching things. Music, not music. Other music. Okay. Okay, Picture of the day. No shadows at all. Well, just a bit here in the middle of the road, but pretty much no shadows overall. In the old game, yeah, shadows were a bit so-so in the old game, but anyway. Oh! So many of them. I don't think they are building, I don't know why. I have to check why they are not building in game, because they build the campfire, but they are not building the rest. I don't know exactly why. I have to check it again. But anyway. So what I want to do today is... I want to continue on factions and... let me see if there is a faction thingy. Faction UI. Ah yes, this was the reasoning on... yeah, this was all the reasoning on how it should be. Define the benefit, implement the benefits. Yeah, at the end we ended up with another system, but what is this music? Dragon Age Templars. Right. So I think the last one is faction number 6, is this guy. So we basically created so what I did, and is valid, is that I created a script, right, to auto assign faction points based on quest scripts, right? So this is what I did, and this one is done. Then I added a new page to the web console with a list of NPC by faction. And it is not done yet, but at least the page is done. And then I wanted to set the faction for all relevant NPC, right? And this is something... So it is done, this is done, this is under work, right? The faction is perhaps not the more fun part to see. Yeah, I know. I know, but I don't know what to do. I mean, I need to do it, and I only have the evening. I can avoid streaming if you want, but so I can be not streaming. But yeah, I understand. I know. I don't know how to make it interesting, really. But what I want to continue with the game more than making it interesting. So, so now the point would be. I think the point is, what are the rules for giving benefit or not based on the faction that you have, right? So at the moment, what we know, right, and this is the current screen, what we know is that based on the faction, that you have, I don't know why I'm bad in all of them. Yeah, I'm bad in all of them. GG. So basically I have no faction point. I have no faction point in in anything. Wow. Okay, oh, well. Strange though, because it seems that I have 0. So why they are all showing up for my character? Because I have at least a value of 1 or something. No, it looks not. It looks like I don't have any. This one is at least friendly. Okay, this one is at least friendly. So we said that we have 2 different parameters to use, right? So we have the title and the standing. All right? My skin, okay. So we have the title and the standing. Right? But at the end, what title. The title is achieved through quest, and you cannot lose it. You may have been a Red Way Grandmaster once, and you keep it. The title levels from 1 to 8. Example in Crystal Way 1, Aspirant 8, Crystal Grandmaster. Okay, you cannot lose it, right? You cannot lose it. So that is kind of a one-time thing that you may get, and okay. Okay. Then there is the reputation. And the reputation changes over time. Is based on the action you perform toward or against the faction member or the faction itself. Is from -100 to 200. Where any value below 0 indicates you are seen as an undesirable person to the enemy. Okay. Now, maybe surprised that I didn't really specify the benefit in any way. I didn't specify the benefits in any way. I didn't, huh? I didn't. Benefits. Reserve room unlocked. Better prices with merchant of the same faction. Price 5%. I think that we have highlighted the benefits in this file. No? I need to create a better list. I have to create a better list. But okay. Okay, let's discuss a bit about the benefit, guys. So what can be the benefits that the faction reputation brings you? What are the benefits? What benefits you can have? I want to list them because I want to understand the feasibility of so the first question is it the title giving you a benefit as well, or is only reputation? Let's say that the title can probably give you a kind of a marker or symbol or something that you can have in your compendium as like an achievement, right? So it's more of an achievement thing, while the reputation, I think, is really how you play in the game, right? So the things that you can do in the game, because that is good, because if your reputation goes down or up, right, based on your actions, then it may be more interesting to play it instead of gaining it forever, right? And that benefit is with you forever, right? So which is a bit weird. So I think that reputation I think reputation gives benefits based on the score, right? Can give benefits or maluses. So the question is, what are these benefits, boys? What are these benefits? So I have some ideas, and some ideas I already wrote down in this file, right? I already wrote down in this file, and maybe before putting it on the wiki, you know, I want to reason it by myself. I mean, me and you, but so potential benefits include discount in prices, right? So now the problem of discounting prices is that you will have to see in the trading window. You will have to see in the trading window why my inventory is always a mess. Why my inventory is always 100% full. So like if I trade with this guy, right? I think in the trading window there should be I don't ever want to put it at the top. By the way, should be on buy or should be on sell? Should I be able to sell at higher prices, or should I be able to buy at lower prices, or both? The problem of both is that if we decide it works for both, then you may sell something to a guy and you may buy it back, you know, for you know, like I go here, I go under shields, I buy this shield at 600, but since I have a benefit, oh, something happened. Someone cast a spell. But since I have a benefit, maybe the 600 becomes 650. No, sorry, I'm buying 550, right? 550, and then the selling price of the same guy, like, because if I buy let's say that I buy this, right, at 600, and then I want to sell it right, and you see that I can sell it at 480. Why there are two, I have no idea. Probably because I have two of them. Yeah, that's possible. Right? But if I do a mistake, then the selling may be higher than the buy, and so I can basically generate infinite money, right? Which is not a great idea. Which is not a great idea. But this may happen anyway, yeah? May happen anyway. Because if I go too strong, right, with a percentage, what is the actual percentage now? Like 600 on 480. How much is that? So what is the real price? Is the real price 600 of the bronze buckler? What is the real price, boys? The real price is 600. The real price is 600. So I buy it at a real price. Someone is casting spells. Yeah, so the real price is 600. So we apply, what do we apply? 20% discount is 120. Yeah, so we apply a 20% discount when buying. So when we buy, so when we sell, the merchant is getting a 20%, right? A 20%, as simple as that. Okay, so currently so they sell at full price and they buy at 20% less. Right? So this is how it's working at the moment. As simple as that. So with no reasoning on. So if we want, you know, we could go up to 20%, you know, reaching the... And it is probably why in this file I have a 20% maximum discount. You see? It's a 20% maximum discount. So this in a 20% penalty. Well, the penalty is definitely not a problem. I mean, the penalty can be as big as we want, but the 20%. So if I say that I can buy at 20% less, right? I will basically buy at the same price that the NPC is willing to buy, right? So basically I will buy at 480 the buckler and I will sell it again at 480. So it will be like a zero price difference, right? But this means that the NPC is basically not making any money. Which seems to be a bit too much, maybe? Seems to be a bit too much. But at the same time, I think it should be meaningful, right? Because if you don't make this meaningful, if you don't make it meaningful enough, right? People will not care about it. I don't know how much is meaningful. I don't know how much is meaningful. And also, I don't know I don't know how to represent it here, right? So there should be a star or something, or a symbol, right? Like a special star symbol that you can mouse over. And yeah, I think so. And there can be a symbol here. There maybe is the symbol of the faction, right? I don't know if I want to have the symbol of the faction or I want to have the reputation. Well, I could have the standing. I could have the symbol. Imagine that you see the symbol and the standing, right? I don't know if it fits though. Because in theory you can have it also fairly small, right? Or is here at the top, something like there is an extra line. I mean, if you are of the same faction, there is like an extra line that is telling you, like, this NPC is, or thanks to the fact that you are, you know, something like that. Let me think about it. Let me think about it. So there could be like a header, you know, that is on top of everything. Right? Like a header there. This says there is a special mark, and the mark could be the faction mark. Could be the faction mark. Or no. Come on. I don't know if it's too small. Like you don't even see it. But I think we will have to color it somehow, right? It needs to be like green, or I mean maybe the background, maybe the symbol. Maybe we keep the full symbol, but we have like a green border, red border, yellow border based on the friendship, right? So based on how much you are in good shape with that particular. So I could go. I could go something like that, you know. Or I can have another symbol next to it. Or maybe I can have it stylized instead of instead of colored. I could have it stylized instead of colored, and so imagine that this thing is yeah, imagine that the symbol is like that, right? And then we create like 2 or 3 versions of it. The problem is that it should be one for each of these levels. In theory it should be 8 levels. No, 10, 11 levels, 12 levels, 11 levels. That's a bit too much, huh? That's a bit too much. That's a bit too much. I don't know. It could be. I mean, yes, we can color it like red or green, you know. We can color it and say that we can go like golden, or we can go green. If you are in good shape, in good shape with them or not. It could be like neutral. Neutral is like blue. I mean, similarly to what we have, here, right? There is a red. There is a blue, and there is a green. I think depending on the color, depending on the value. Unfortunately, I don't. Yeah, you see, here is red. I don't know if for everything else it stays blue, but I think for everything else it stays blue. I don't know if here it becomes green. Order of the Kinedge. Well, I can put values in the database for me. It's not a problem. If you want to test it, I can do that. Select ID from characters where name equal Talad. Okay, that's my ID. So I can check in select star from character factions where where character ID equal to this. Okay. And I have all the 0 because my title is there, but my value is 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Interesting. Strange though, because my title have a lot of completed quests. I think there is a bug. But anyway, faction number 6. So there is one faction where I have 25. Yeah, which is the iron end. This one I have 25. So let me put it to 100 or yeah. We said that it goes up to 200. Yeah, from -100 to 200. So if we set it at 200, right? If I do update character faction set value equal to 100, where character ID equal to this, and the faction ID. We can also do it with another faction. It's not a problem. 24. Okay, so if I relog now, I did it with another one, so we have all the cases. Right. This one. This one I've set to 100. Maybe let's set another one to 200. 24, let's say 25, whatever it is. I don't care. There should be another one that is 200. There it is. No, it's not changing to green or anything else. It's staying blue. It's staying blue. Okay, well, fine. I mean, fine. Fine. But we can still have it, you know, we can still have it. Going from red, right? Going from red to blue, which is neutral, to or green, or we can go golden, right? It can be something like this. Because green doesn't really look good. Ah, okay, I can have a dark, yeah. Maybe with darker colors it looks okay. Yeah, we can have, yes, I think this will be good. So we can have like a red, blue, and green. And so for example, if it's red, right? If it's red, maybe let me do something. Let me duplicate this layer so I don't destroy it. So I don't destroy. I'm just thinking, guys. I am just. If you have any suggestion, please let me know. Let me know if you have any suggestions, okay? So this is blue, and then we have it. I'm undecided if I want to have it like dark yellow, like golden, or really green. I think probably green is probably better. And we will have to decide the level, right? But I think I want to have only 3 levels, so the green, the blue, and the red, right? I don't think I want to have a million layers, otherwise it's too complex. But so we do that, and then we say, so you will have some text here, right? And this text will say something like iron hand, right? Because it needs to tell you that someone is aligned iron hand, and I think this will be white or something, and should tell you like that this NPC is aligned. This NPC is aligned iron hand, right? So I will tell you. It will tell you. I don't know if you should say really this NPC is part of blah blah blah, or I can just say iron hand and then benefit, right? And then benefit 20% better prices, something like that, right? Option lower door, why? What the? Do you see another way, guys, of doing it, or should I do it this way, or do you have other suggestions on how to do it visually, right? Basically, that panel will exist only if you have a faction standing, right, with that particular NPC. I mean, I could put it here, or I could put it here on top. But I think on top is kind of annoying. Or I could put it at the bottom, but I then will not be very visible. Or maybe yes. Maybe it's better at the bottom. Maybe it's better at the bottom. So that this stays the same. And I have I mean, can be in theory the wall bottom, huh? If we want. I mean, it can be here. Yeah, I think that the bottom is better than the top. The top was a very weird idea. I think it would be good here, or here. Cannot. Okay, GG. Okay. So it can be it can be on the wall window, right? It can be here at the bottom of the wall window. I think at the bottom is better. Anyway, it can be visible enough, right? So I can just cut off the wall window and put something at the bottom which is always visible, that you cannot shrink. So basically, if you try to shrink it, I think it would stay here anyway, right? We stay here at the bottom anyway. And yeah, do you like it or not? Do you think it's a good idea? Now there are a few things that I would like to. I mean, the better price is one way, right? The better prices is one way, and I think we may have it like this. Okay, it may be like this. It might be like this. Now I need to create one icon for each, but that's easy. I mean, that should not be a problem at all. Yeah. Okay, this is an idea. This is an idea. This is an idea. right? And this will change based on now we still didn't decide if it's 20% better prices on selling or on buying or on both, right? I think is way more likely that you're gonna buy than you're gonna sell, right? So like you're gonna buy and use instead of selling. So I'm more inclined to have a buy benefit and not a sell benefit, right? So you can get access to those materials easily instead of making just money, making more money, you know, out of the merchant, right? So it's like it's giving you a discount. It's not giving you more money, right? Yeah, I think it should be only when you buy. I think it should be a discount on when you buy. And the discount should be maximum 20%, where 20% basically the merchant is giving it to you at the same price. Right? Assuming that the quality, right? That the quality is the same quality. Now, if the quality is bad, I think that the guy would just multiply by the quality, right? So if my shield is damaged, do I have anything damaged here? Do I have anything damaged? I think I had a weapon that was... No? I have a bread that is damaged. I don't know if that counts, but I have some bread that is actually damaged. I have one damaged bread. This guy's not buying bread. Who's buying bread? No one, I think. Bread is under what? Food preparations? Maybe Jomed? I don't know. Okay, 1 and 5. Here we don't have the broken icon. Okay, I didn't realize that. So I don't really know if this bread is good or bad. That's bad. Okay, but you see that the price is actually 1, right? The price is actually 1. While I assume that if I buy, unfortunately there is no bread for sale, but yeah, if it's completely broken, you know, the price goes percentage wise down, right, to the quality. So I think that should already be working fine. That should already be working fine. Okay. Hello, Gotze. So I think that what we want to do, we want... yeah, 20% better prices means that you can buy with a 20% discount. Okay? I think this is decided, huh? You get X% on the buy price. Better or worse prices, right? Yeah, let's do it on the buy price. I think it makes sense. I think it makes most sense. Now, better prices. Ouch. Better prices is one thing, but if you are really bad, right, is preventing you to sell. I mean, it's preventing any trade, right? It's preventing any trade. So like if you are at minus something, minus, like in this case, -3, right, which is between -50 and -100, right? This will prevent trading, so that it doesn't want to trade with you, right? It doesn't want to trade with you. So this means that in our picture we will have a red sign, right? We will have a red sign, and the red sign will say and the red sign will say something like trading prevented. I don't know. Cannot trade. Maybe just cannot trade or something like that. Cannot trade. I don't know if this is clear enough, right? I don't know if it's clear enough. Like, you see this and you understand that it's because your Iron Hand faction standing is bad. Is the drag and drop inventory hard to do? No, it's very easy. You just attach, you know, a widget to the mouse and that's it. You can attach, you know, the widget to the mouse, and the widget is basically the icon. So it's very easy. So when we say cannot trade, right? When we say cannot trade, we mean that you cannot do anything. You cannot buy, you cannot sell, right? So this will be completely blocked, right? Yeah. This will be completely blocked. I'm just trying to get a bit more space because there is old stuff that I don't really care. So okay, so we can have something like this. This is fairly easy to implement. I don't know if I want it also. If I want it also in storage, but probably yes, right? Not just in buy and sell, but also in storage. Now, in storage, I think is a bit different. Because if you lose, well, but it's the same. You can just who is putting flowers all around the place? So yeah, and banking as well, right? Do you think that prevention should be not in the panel, but should be even when you click the button? So like that, you click the button and the NPC just says that he refuse to speak with you, right? You don't even see this panel if it's prevented. That is probably better, yeah. That is probably good, yeah. Yeah, I think we do it on this pop-up, guys. It's probably more intuitive, right? Than I think it's more intuitive than this. So let's say that if prevented, he will yeah, let's do it this way. So I can say if trading, storage, banking is prevented, the window doesn't even open, right? And you get the best would be to get a phrase from the NPC, but we can just get a message, right? You can just get a message saying that you cannot do it, right? I think it is simpler than putting the, so you will see the text only in case you actually have a benefit or a malus, right? Like if it's minus 10%, minus 15%, you can see it there. But if it's prevented, doesn't even open the window, okay? I think that seems to be a better idea, actually. So right, it is to buy, right? Okay, another thing I wanted to do, but this one is a bit more complex, is to have unique items, right? So basically the NPC will have two sets of items. One set is the standard stuff and one set is like the premium stuff, right? And the premium stuff is selling it to you only if you have a certain faction score, reputation score. So in our table, I think I need another column, right? I need another column that is saying special items, right? Special item, yes or no. And we can decide at which level is it. If it starts from 100 or if it starts from more than that. Now the complexity, I think, is the complexity here is it unique items or is it unique categories, right? So meaning that this guy, right, this guy, for example, this guy will sell to everyone, right, the tools and the weapon parts, right, but he will sell the actual weapons only to someone that has a certain value or above, right? Perhaps like the crafting books, you cannot see before level. Yeah. Nah, I don't know if you should be on the category or if it should be on the actual items. Because you know what is the benefit of doing it on the items? If we do it on the items, we could have, for example, a mace. Well, a mace is not a good example. But anyway, you could have... a shield handle, yes, like this. Of quality 50, right? Or quality 50. And that is sold to everyone. And then another shield handle at quality 200 that is sold only to the people with the right faction, right? So this is why I think that doing it on the item is very powerful. The only problem is how the hell do you do it, right? How the hell do we do, if we want to do it on the item, which is very nice, but how the hell do we do it? Because the while the merchant categories actually is a separate table, and so I could say, I could put here, you know, minimum faction score, right? Minimum faction score 50. And so I can check for each category if the faction score is matched or not. So that will be fairly easy. That will be very, very easy, right? If I want to do it on the category, it will be very easy. But does it make sense? Well, we could create another category that is high quality items, but I think it's a bit weird. We could create another category, right? But I think it becomes a bit of a mess. Because I have to do it for all the NPC, for all the categories, right? So it becomes a very long work. Becomes a very long work. Like, for example, if you think to glyphs, right? If you think to glyphs. So the guy may be selling glyphs, but maybe he's selling glyphs only the basic ones, right? To everyone. And he's selling a bit of the special one only to the people that are really high in that faction, right? Which is very nice. So that is one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is that in the guild house, right? So you have the guild house, and in the guild house you have maybe multiple rooms, right? And here is the area where everyone can go. But there is one room, right, which is this one, where only the people with the right faction rank can actually go. And there is a merchant, and here there is a merchant, right, that is selling items that only people with high rank can sell. You know what is the only problem of doing this? The problem of doing this is that if you want that NPC to move around, right, there will be a problem. So the NPC needs to live inside. Needs to live inside that room. This guy is not this guy. It is Arnquist or not? Yes, this guy is Arnquist. For example, Arnquist, right? We said, what did we say? Arnquist, we said Arnquist. So Arnquist, we said, right, that is 150 in the faction Eternal Forge, right? Which is this faction here, the Eternal Forge, right? And at the moment, I have maximum standing, right? I have maximum standing in this one specifically, right? So I have, you see that my bar is full, so I have 200 standing, right? I have the best of the best of the best. So when I speak with him, thanks to this, you know, when I speak with him, I go and buy something. I will see here at the bottom, right? I will see there the where is it? I will see there at the bottom this one, right? This one, this blue, this green thingy, right? In my head is in between, but here this green thing saying that thanks to the higher on end standing, I have a benefit of 20% better prices, right? So this will happen when my standing with this is high enough, right? Very cool icon, by the way. There is a commissioned icon, and it really shows. Very nice. But you have a door into the Vigesimi place. Yes, but not everything can be like that, you know. So in theory, I would like also a random merchant. You know, you find a random merchant on the road, and he may be faction aligned. And if he's faction aligned, he's going to sell you stuff only if you are of his faction. Otherwise, he will ignore you, right? So I think that. Hello. So I think that having it location based is not a good idea. I think it should be item based. But this means that this means what? This means that every item, oh my god, every item, GG, every item. Oh my god, we have to change item instances. No, we have to change item instances. I mean, we can. It's just that. Yes, I will have to do it for every item. I will have to do it for every item. I mean, by default will be 0, right? So by default will be 0, but we will need to have another field, and maybe we can reuse one of the existing fields, right? Like there is this item stats ID standard, item stats ID unique. I think I never used this stat ID unique, so maybe we can remove it, right? And we can reuse it so we don't make the database more complex. Item stats ID unique. What was this idea, by the way? Item stats ID unique. New item stats, read item stats into unique, set unique stats. I don't understand what is this. What does this mean? I think we are always child of something. Clear the user stock basic item flag and set the user unique item stats. I don't understand this. I don't understand what was originally designed for. In fact, it says it is pretty much untested at this point, right? So another way to do it would be to say that everything that is above a certain price, right, the NPC is not gonna sell it to you. That could be a good compromise. I mean, if you don't want to do it on every item, we could do it by price. And so I say, if the price is greater than X, it doesn't sell it to me, right? If the price is greater than X, it doesn't sell it to me. Yeah, so for example, this one, right? 2750. So we could say if your faction score is 50, all the items above 2000, you know, are not accessible to you. If it's at least 100, then all the items above 5000 are not accessible to you. If your score is 200, then all the items are accessible to you. So that could be a way, right? There could be a way to do it by cost. You know, the problem is where to cut, you know, the threshold, because there are certain items that may be precious. Like if I go under ingredients, right? Let me just check one thing. Can I... Yeah, I can set the quality. So in the same way I set the quality, I will also set the minimum faction. So I could have two different I could have two different set of leather armor, right? And one is quality 50, another is quality 100. And yeah. And only the one quality 100 will be sold, right? Select star from item instances where unique item stats ID whatever is not null. I don't know if it's null or if it's 0. I think it's an integer, so probably 0. This will be probably the wall set. This will probably be the wall set. Yeah, 1,800,000 items. This is how many items we have in the database at the moment. 1 million, nearly 2 million items. Oh my god. Right. So if I say different than 0, zero, yeah. I think they are all 0. I think they are all 0 at the moment. So we don't really use that field. I can deprecate it and just kill it. Yeah. 1,889,043. One million 889,043. Yeah, so whatever. So yeah, that field we can kill it. We can kill it. I understand, but perhaps better to give a special item it cannot be crafted. Yeah, also items that cannot be crafted, yes. I mean, the fact that he has a quality doesn't mean that he should be crafted, right? That he must be crafted. Can be, I mean, I can have a claymore of quality 300 that is sold only by NPC of the Eternal Forge if you have a faction above, you know, a certain value, right? So, yeah. You know what bothers me a bit? You know what bothers me a bit? Is that at the moment there is no way to see the quality of the item in the merchant window. I think that's a big miss. I think this is a big miss. We don't have the pictures of the old. I think we were able to see the item. At the moment, I cannot see the item. So if I want to get a description of this guy, I cannot. Right? I mean, I can right-click here, but I cannot right-click here. It's so annoying. Why I cannot right-click here? Why? Why I cannot right-click? Why no one told me? I think the price threshold for selling by faction should be calculated by average price per category. No, someone is whispering me things. I think the price threshold for selling by faction should be calculated by average price. But I don't know if I like the price threshold though. And the average price can be pretty crazy, right? Sell to everybody if price is below average, required faction for above. I think I'm leaning towards the item per item. Because if you think to glyphs, right? So we could have a glyph that is sold only if you are, you know, part of that faction, or maybe there is, I don't know, a potion of a certain strange type. Doesn't mean that it has to cost a lot. It's just maybe that it's rare, or maybe it's made only by that NPC and he doesn't want to give it to everyone, right? So I'm thinking it should be, I'm thinking it should be by item. Where are you? Underground? Definitely preferable by item. Which is a bit annoying as a setup, you know, but at the end I think is much better as a result, because we can decide a certain number of items that can be sold only, right? And also we could do it by NPC and not generically by category of all the, right? So there can be an NPC that has only one item, right? And so I can do the same with random. Can I do the same with random merchants? Well, that will have to be extended a bit, because at the moment random merchants. Yeah, but in theory, yes. In theory, yes. We could do it with random wandering merchants as well. Yeah, it could be the same. Could be the same. I just need to set up the item instance in their inventory, so that there's that particular quality. So my proposal would be that we do it by item. Uh-oh. I cast a spell. I didn't want to cast a spell. I clicked on this. I clicked on choking gas. I'm killing every NPC. Yeah, so I think we should do it by item. Yeah, we should do it by item. So let's say that yeah, it's unique. Is not unique categories. Is unique items. Is unique items. Set is unique items set on the NPC. Is unique item set on the NPC with a minimum faction score, right? Which is even more powerful, right? Because we can say this item only 200 faction score, this item 150, this item 50, you know, and then if there is no value, means everyone, right? Everyone except yeah, now the question is, if an item is restricted, how do we want to see it in the UI? How do we want to see it in the UI? Uh-oh, I think I killed Arnquist. Uh-oh. He's back. I killed 3 people. I killed Ondren, Arnquist, and Fordanot. Holy shit. But they respawn, so it's not a problem. They respawn. Yeah, because game masters can also kill NPC that are not killable. Okay, so the question is, if this guy has a special item that can be sold only to you if you have a special faction score, right? What do we do? What do we do? We flag it somehow here. How do we flag it? How do we... By the way, this quantity when buying, I never understood. I never understood why we need to have the quantity when buying. They have infinite items anyway. I think I should remove this column. This column is meaningful only when you sell. Because you want to sell, you see how many you have, you know. But NPC have infinite items, at least for now. So even if Sickle says 1, right? In reality, you can buy as many as you want. It's true that if you click all, you buy 65 here, right? Which is a bit risky. But anyway, apart from that, we need to be able to right click on the items anyway and see the pop-up window. That I think I should do immediately. I should really do immediately. It's not it's not too complex, because at the end is like when you click on your inventory, right? And you see this. Yeah, why not? No one of you told me that it is missing. You should not see it hidden behind the counter. Yes, but could also be fun to see. So it motivates you to increase the... I mean, it's like if he has it and he show it to you, but he's saying, no, I don't want to sell it to you. I don't know. Sorry, I had to go 1 second. It is, yeah, a bit of. I mean, consider, for example, you are. Imagine that you are in the guild hall, right? You are in the guild hall. You go and speak to a merchant. You see that he has an item that you want, right? But you don't have enough faction score. So you see, oh, I am interested in that item. I don't know, it's a staff, it's a magical staff that I don't know, brings down thunder every time you say ba. And you see it, and you see the faction score, you say, oh, okay, so I want to help this guild because they will give me that item, right? So at least you see it, and it becomes like a mini quest. You know, you say, ah, yes, I want to have it, right? If you don't see anything, I don't know, if you don't see anything, and then at a certain point, you know, you see more items, maybe you don't even realize that they've been added, right? You don't even understand that now you can get them, so... I mean, it's true that it's a bit unpolite, right? Like, if Arnquist, imagine that Arnquist add here 2 more items, right? We can do the mock-up. So imagine that this guy has... And he's just showing them to you, but never selling them to you. That's kind of annoying, right? You go like, what the hell? And it's true that another player can buy it for you, right? So in theory, this system is very exploitable, because you can have one player, right, that has faction 200, right, and then is just reselling those items, you know, to everyone that wants them. I would say sorry, I didn't see because I was paying attention, because I was using you as a motivation learning a real engine. Good. Maybe they can be limited in numbers, but that is another complexity, right? So like you can buy maximum X amount of those special items. I mean, you cannot become really a reseller of those items outside of the guild, because the guild will not be very happy, you know, that you are... will not be very happy that you are I mean, this could, I mean, or they become non-tradable, right? Non-tradable items, but I think non-tradable items is a bit weird. Non-tradable items is kind of weird. What do you think about non-tradable? Nothing. I mean, we can go step by step, right? We can change it in the future. I mean, it's not that we have to do everything now, but that I'm reasoning on how I want the system to be, right? So basically, let's say there is an X, right? And there is a greater X or whatever. So if we do it by item, if we do it by item, I don't know if I want. I don't know if I want. How do I want this? So do we want this to be red or having the same symbol that we had before? So like this guy that is saying no because you don't have the right faction. So should we have a faction symbol next to it or something? So instead of the price, maybe instead of the price we get the faction symbol, and you mouse over it, and it's telling you like locked due to, so you don't even see the price, which may be interesting though, right? You don't see the price. So yeah, instead of the price, because you cannot really buy it, right? So instead of the price, you get the faction lock, because the guy's not even telling you how much it costs, right? Because it's, even if you ask, say, hey, will you sell me that axe? You say, no, I'm not selling to you. Oh, how much it costs? And I mean, I'm not selling to you, so I'm not even telling you the price. So it could be instead of the price. Now, it may not be very easy to do because the price is a text field and I need to put an image on top, but what about Twitch? I don't know, it seems he's only speaking in game. I timed out! What happened? The server crashed? I think the server crashed. No! I think the server crashed, boys. GG. GG! Yes, it's loading up. It's loading up. Also, you can see it by this nice functionality that they added, where you can see the last time the server was online. It just double crash. Let me see what is this crash. Let me see what is this crash. This crash is... Wow, this crash is not a crash. What? Wow, this crash is not a crash. It happened. It happened just before it takes stack all. It happened before. It happened after. It takes stack all, but I have no trace of what it was. Yep. Strange, huh? Strange crash. Very strange crash. Very strange crash. There was a. The only thing that I see is that there was a water pouch. There was a water pouch into it. that he tried to move, but for some reason, anyway, that would be an interesting one to find, to find out why he messed up. But anyway, the point was we can have it by item, yes. We can have it by so it can be locked for buying, right? It can be locked for buying. They can be the faction symbol on top of the price or next to the price. I don't know if I can do it on top. I don't know. I don't know if I can do it on top of the price because yeah. Or next to the price. I think on top of the price is very nice though, because he really seems, you know, it really tells you no price because you cannot buy it, right? No price because you cannot buy it. The only problem is that when this is green, yeah, when this is green, then what? We need to see the price when it's green, so it doesn't work on the price, right? Because if it's green, then we want to see the price. Nah, this doesn't work. So what I do? I put it next to it, or I just create a section. I could also create a section, right? I could have my greater axe, right? Split from there. No mistakes were made. Okay. Okay, fine. GG. No. Now is a mess. Seems easy, but it's not. Okay. Well, kind of. Come on. So I could have a section, right? I could have a section that is faction specific items or something like that. But I don't like it too much. I don't like to have a separate section also because you can have a mix, right? You can have some items that you can access because you have enough faction score, and other items that you cannot because you don't have yet. So in theory they can be the greater axe, but they can also be the greater chisel, right? And one is yes and one is no. So I cannot create a section, right? I cannot really create a section for it. I think I just need to lock it out. Yeah, exactly. I think I need to lock it out. He's not saying anything anymore. Okay. He was speaking. It doesn't need to be more verbose than more available. What do you mean? Take stack all worked, but maybe there was a guard on the goo that I'm sure is not mine. Maybe. No idea. So I think that this symbol needs to be next then to the price, because otherwise. So for example, this greater axe is available, right? But it's available only because you are in that guild. I mean, because you have that faction score. And this one is not available because it requires a bit more, right? So yeah. Yeah, I think so. I think so. I think that is pretty much how it should work. In agreement, disagreement with this, boys? No, I want to move the... I want to move the thingy. Yeah, there should be a symbol next to it with a mouse over. A symbol with a mouse over. So, but this means that if we combine the two, right? If we combine the two, then I mean, like if you are in a very bad situation, if you are in a very bad situation, everything will be red. Plus you will have this and this at the bottom, right? But red. So you may be in the situation where you are with wait. I'm going crazy. Wait. Going crazy. Going crazy with layers. Going crazy with layers. So you may be in this situation, right? You may be in the situation where is there a blue situation? No, there is no blue situation. There is just green or red. There is no blue. So you may be in this situation where you have I'm just trying to figure out, you know, guys, how to do this, because implementing it takes time, so I want to think about it before implementing it. I don't want to jump to coding immediately. So this will be 20, let's say 15% or 5%, whatever. I don't know why if I remove the last, anyway. 5% worst prices on sell. No, on buy. 5% worst is not increased prices on buy, right? So you may be in this situation, right, where you have this thing which is valid pretty much on every item that this guy is selling to you. Plus, you may have items that are locked. Obviously, you cannot have one unlocked and the other locked. So in this case, will be both red, right? Will be both red. Yeah, so probably it's not a good example. So the better example is 5% lower prices on buy, and this becomes green, right? So there's probably a better example. Oh fuck, I pasted it there. Arr. Arr. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da-ba. I'm gonna crash it one more time. Okay, do it, do it. So that we see what is the bug actually. So we understand what is the problem. What is the problem? What is the problem? It crashed exactly like the previous time, and there is no stack trace. I don't know why. That is very strange. It's very strange. It's crashing. Someone was attacking something, and someone was attacking, but I think it's just at the same time. I think it just happened at the same time because I still see the water bucket. Item added, water filled bucket to slot -1. So he's trying to put the water bucket in your inventory for some reason. Yeah, but do you understand? Did you get why it happens or no? I need to know why it happens. I need to know why. It seems to be that it is a movement of... Wait, the music is too loud. There is a movement of items between thingies. I don't know. But anyway, yes, you can be in this situation, right? You can be in this situation where certain items are actually locked. Yeah, let me just make it a bit smaller so I can, you know, paste it on the other side without going crazy. Exactly. And there will be a mouse over that is telling you. Hello, Dr. Zero Place. Hey, imagine you added a simple item to your game only for it to give you a bunch of errors that doesn't make sense. You try to fix it, one entire game stopped working only because you forgot to add a comma to a line 127. Yeah, that's not possible, but yeah, I understand what you mean. I mean, if it's a compilation error, you know, you will not compile, but hey, our system is fairly complex, so there are a lot of possibilities. There is a lot of stuff that may go wrong. The old game was tested a lot, so we basically catch all the bugs in the old game. The old game was very solid. The new game, I would say, start to be solid. There are still some issues, but yeah, there are still some issues, but I would say that it's fairly solid already, considering that it's still a bit young. Okay, so so we do this. We do benefit discount on prices to buy, right? Based on the table that we decided, plus unique items set on the NPC, set with a minimum faction score, right? And the faction score will be shown probably in the pop-up, probably in the tooltip, right? Probably in the tooltip of this symbol. So I need another column, and this column will be the symbol, and this will be dynamically resides, while this one will be always fixed at the back, you know, at the end of the window. So this means that I need to create two symbols for each faction, a green one and a red one, but I think it's not too complex. I think it's fine. And then if the trading is prevented, you know, we don't even open the window, right? So for banking, storage, and merchant, the window will not even open. You will get a message saying this trader or this merchant refused to speak with you, or refused to do business with you, right? Yeah, it will say he refused to do business with you, right? Okay, so I think this is good. Now there is something else that I would like to introduce as an idea, and I'm thinking about it. I don't know if I already spelled it out here. I think I didn't. But the idea would be to have, as an additional bonus, specific guild services. Okay, guild services are available all inside the guild. Well, all inside the faction hall, let's call it, right? So the Iron Forge will have an area, you know, that is dedicated to the Iron Forge guild hall, and in particular, I'm searching my teleport location thingy. I cannot find it. Where is it? Testing, PHP updated, teleport locations. Okay. So if I search this place, right? Which, by the way, is a place that not many of you really reached, but it's okay. So, this place, right? So this place could be, for example, the Eternal Forge faction hall, right? The Eternal Forge faction hall. And the point is that, I mean, the point I want to make is, what if there is a certain part of the hall, right, that you can access only if you have a specific ranking, right? Now the problem is that this can be exploited as well, right? Because let's imagine there is this room, right? I go here, I turn this thing, I go in. Fuck, I'm too tall for this. Okay, I go in. Yeah, they are dwarves. I go in, but if I leave the door open, you know, anyone else can go through. So how do we stop this mechanic, right? How do we stop this mechanic? How do we stop the fact that if you open the door, anyone can go into the door? With a teleport? Nah, but a teleport is kind of bad. Teleport, so annoying. Yeah, I can do it with a teleport, but this means that you will see the loading screen, you know? You will see the loading screen and then you will find yourself in a place that you don't know where is it. Because, I mean, now here you have the grate and so you see it, right? You see the grate, but you don't see the... If it was a normal door, you wouldn't see anything and then you find yourself on the other side. You would be like, what the fuck? Where am I? I mean, the same with the elevators, right? So it can be an elevator that works only for certain people, but still can be exploited. What a beautiful living room! Look at this. What a beautiful living room! Ah, okay. I decided to stretch exactly at that moment. What a beautiful living room! Look at this. Model winch door. Yes, kind of yes, but I would like to be less traumatic, right? Less traumatic. The best would be that if you can only really pass, like everyone else is blocked and you can go through, but it's not very easy to do because this means a collision by player, which is something that at the moment we cannot do. I mean, a real engine doesn't really understand collision by player, right? It does not. So I cannot stop you. I mean, if I can go through, you can go through. Yeah, the only trick is a teleport or a slide. I mean, it can be a slide. And you are just sliding in and... But, I mean, like from here, so if I do slide me forward too, right? Boop, you find yourself into the room, but I think it's annoying. Yeah, I think it should be a teleport anyway at the end, there's no way. Yeah, the problem is that, you know, the way I was envisioning it a bit like maybe multi-layer, right? So like, you may have an area where I mean, you may have the main hall, you may have an area here, you may have an area there, and everything works. You know, you may have multiple areas, and the idea was that, I mean, if everything becomes a teleport, so annoying. If the guild hall becomes all full of teleports, you don't even understand how it works, right? I think we should not do it by location, we should do it by object. So meaning, let's say that, so yeah, I think I found a decent solution. So let's say that the door is open for everyone, right? Door is open for everyone. Door is open. You can go in. You can go in. But you cannot use whatever is in unless you are of a certain rank. And that for me is very easy to do. Even if it's a bit of a pity, because like if I want to have like a trophy room or something that has special items, you will be able to see it, even if in theory I don't want you to. But yes, what I can do, I can put. So, for example, which kind of services can a faction all have, right? I'm sorry, I cannot pinpoint exactly what is going on. You can see the anvil, but you cannot use it. Yeah, exactly. I think it's much better. So which kind of service you can have? For example, the carrot takers, right? The carrot takers are, for example, removing any poison from you, right? So there is a guy, or there is a fountain, or there is something, or there is a magical fountain of divine essence, whatever. They can remove any poison from you. You know, whatever, even the most nasty poisons, right? Ever. Hello, who joined? Hello, Xmad. Thank you for the subscription on YouTube. Hello, hello. Or it can be an instant heal or an instant mana refill, right? For example. So there can be a fountain or an item or an artifact or a pulsating imp with a smile that you touch his shoulder and he will automatically, you know, mana refill you, right? So I would like these services, you know, to be available in the guild hall. And another service can be a teleport, right? There can be a portal of some kind. I mean, the teleport is a bit strong, but you know, you can have a teleport, so without using a pterosaur or anything, so it can be a teleport to another place. Now, maybe teleport is a bit too strong in our world, but right? Or a higher level crafting station. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, access to material to buy, we have it already here, right? So we have it on the left. So the benefit of accessing one merchant only if you have a specific faction score, I think that's fine, and we will do it. We will have it. I don't know when, but soon. Expect it soon, right? We will have this. We will have this thing. And also this one, the preventing of trade. So the NPC can be located in any place, right? Here it can be an NPC, but the NPC can also be outside. It can also move, right? It can also move between the guild hall and outside, because anyway this rule is always valid. So even if he Okay, that's an NPC. So the NPC can move in and out, is not a problem. And this is very nice because you can even recognize him, right? So it can be someone famous that goes inside a guild house from time to time, and you just, I don't know, like Levrus. Maybe sometimes Levrus goes away and he goes to the guild house, you know, to the faction hall. But it can be services. These services can be located inside a guild house. Now, are you continuously crashing it now forever or not? So you can open this door, right? You can open this door. You can go in this room, right? And in this room there is this fantastic golden chest, right? Very promising golden chest that has a lock on it, and you can use it only if you are, now if it's a chest, Yeah, we need to expand a few things, but it may be possible, you know, that I allow you to access yeah, to access a chest only if, yeah, if you are of that particular faction. Yeah, that's not too hard. I mean, it's kind of hard. Yeah, it's kind of hard because our system at the moment does not allow that, but I can expand the containers to be openable only by, or I can give you a key. But if I give you a key, then I can give you a key. I mean, the faction can give you a key. And so, but the point is that if you lose the key or if you give the key to someone else, but I mean, in that case, it's only one key. So if you lose it, you lose it. But it's a bit of a mess to then keep the key, don't lose it. I don't know, it's a bit annoying. It occupies a space in your inventory. I think a key is a bit annoying. I think I probably prefer to say that it's just the access. You know, if you try to access this thing, it will tell you no. If you have the right faction score, and I mean the same could be for containers, right? So they can be books. So they can be, yeah, they can be books as well. So in reality, I need. Let me remove this teleport a second because this teleport is a bit weird. So there could be access to a chest, not to a cheat, to a chest. And the access to the chest is, for example, it is refilled by the guild hall, right? So they sometimes contain stuff. So you can go there. You can go there into your guild hall and check the chest, and sometimes there are items you can pick them up, right? It can be basic items that are free, like a potion or something. So it can be a chest that contains whatever. There can be bookshelves, right? Bookshelves, they contain books. So with knowledge, right? With knowledge. There can be, you were saying a higher level crafting station. What do you mean by higher level crafting station? Like a crafting station that is doing things faster, or what do you mean by, or is adding a bit of quality automatically, is adding a bit of quality? Most crafting stations are 50 quality. Okay. I see. And if we increase the quality, it will be better. So the result will be better. Okay, I see. Yeah, it makes sense. So let's say higher quality crafting stations, right? So you can have, yeah, I think that's a very good idea, right? Because like if he's inside a guild hall, if he's inside a forge, the iron forge, you know, if he's in this place, right? If he's in this place, maybe this forge is super good. Now, the only problem of this is that then everyone will stay here instead of staying outside, but... like, you're not gonna meet people at Arnquist anymore, right? So Arnquist will be completely empty as soon as people gain faction points. Because, I mean, if it's really a quality... I mean, if it's a permanent thing... Because my idea was that these items are not permanent, right? So, I mean, you remove a poison, but if you don't have the poison, you don't need it. It's healing you instantly, but if you're not wounded, you don't care, right? Yeah, there can be a chest that is refilled with information or stuff, but you go there one time and then you go back. If we place a higher quality crafting station, that's a permanent asset that you always want to use, right? So it's basically deleting all the other crafting stations in the game. Well, unless that you maybe are on the other side of the world, and so you may not want to go back, yeah. Unless there is a faction hall for every city, but I don't think will be that easy to have a faction hall for every city, because we have 30... How many factions we have? 26, 27, so imagine having One faction, all for each and every city. Well, it could be a house, but right. We have 24. Yeah. So I don't think in every city there can be the Temple of Tala, the Temple of Lanx, the Temple of Dakru, the Temple of Xiosia, one house for every order. You know, I mean it's too much. I don't think that every city can have everything right now. Maybe Hydla will have many, but I would assume that maybe, I don't know, the Temple of Talad, for example, will be only in Ojaveda or in Gug and not in Idla, right? Or the Dakru Temple will be only in the Death Realm, right? And not. So I think will be a bit specialized, right? Maybe the Rangers of the Dome, the bow people. The Rangers of the Dome maybe will be the forest in 2 places, right? I mean, not everywhere, right? So each association has its own crafting station. Yes. Yes, obviously. I mean, like the, I don't know, the Riveter or the whatever, right? This Smite table, whatever is the name, Smith table. I mean, it will be only in the Iron Forge, right? So you will not have it in other places. Now, it's true that with containers you can do a lot of, but yeah, I think it's okay anyway. So the question is, which kind of services we want to have in the guild houses, in the faction halls? Because I need to understand from the code point of view, where do I need to put the check for faction? For example, there can be a free repair service, right? Now, this one also is pretty big, because if it's a free repair service, so that basically you're spending 0 money on repairs, starting to be a bit too much, maybe. But Trasok is out, you get rare metals, I think. So the out there makes sense. Noise Garter, isn't it? Yeah, I think it's Garter in Google, yeah. But yeah, free repair service. They can also be one-time thingies, right? So maybe you bring your axe there and they enhance it one time, right? So they add, I don't know, 2 base damage to your weapon one time. I don't know. Okay, so we have to think to this, right? We have to think to this. Now I want to introduce another benefit. So benefit 1, discounting prices. Benefit 2, unique items. Inability to trade, because some may be not allowing you to trade, right? And 3, specific services inside the guild house, right? Yeah, like the fountain of whatever, and the, right? Yes, this is a fountain, obviously. And the table of whatever else. Okay. Now I want to introduce another benefit, which is But I need also your ideas, guys. If you have other ideas of other benefits that we can have. Let's say that this one is pretty much part of the same thingy. It's a bit annoying the way it is, but it's fine. Unfortunately. It is a... okay. So the fourth benefit that I think we can have, but I don't know how much that would be interesting, but we can have decals. Insignia. Right? So basically, at certain ranks, right, the faction will allow you to put their symbol on one of your items. So I did very long time ago a test on this, and it was actually working. I think it's still on YouTube if we search it, and it was actually working, by the way. But it was very simple, so there was no logic behind. There was no logic behind that, right? It was long time ago.
It's done. We understood we have two options.
Let me see what I was saying. I was saying this was when it was there at the beginning. Was 4 years ago. So I was saying learn the basic of decal. Follow tutorial to apply decal to an object. Option 1, decal actor pre-projecting. No, sorry. This is the technical stuff. This is the technical stuff, so it's nothing to do with how to use it in game. But I remember that at the end of this thing, is this a screenshot or what? Ah, you see? It's not a screenshot. This is live. This is live. So, yes, exactly, right? So, on this shield, I don't remember how I did it, so I have to go back and look at this video because it was too long time ago. But basically, you can apply a decal in an area of an object, right? And it's permanently on it, so... You see, if I switch the view... Now, this was a very early version of the game, so even the looking around was a bit of a pain. You see that it changed on the fly? Now we have another one, right? It changed on the fly. Because I pressed the button and it changed. So, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, which kind of decals we want to have exactly? Mission decals. So I think that, yeah, mission decals. Huh? So it means that we have that picture because I didn't delete anything, right? So this was the reason. Yeah, you see that is that picture. Publish decals to all client with UI to select the decals. Which kind of decals we want to have? Religion, guilds, job organization. On which objects we want to apply the decals. Character like robe, torso armor, plate, torso armor, shield, helm. Scenery, rocks, walls, doors. Using option 1. How does the player obtain the decal? Based on rank or faction score, you say? Based on rank or faction score. So I was already thinking the same way. On the client or on the server? What do you mean? On the client, I mean both, but you will see it on the client. I mean, you see it in game like this, right? See Unreal Mission decals too. Okay. How can I customize my decal? I can customize the color, yes. The scale, no. The rotation, no. The position, no. So basically I can customize the color of my decal. Yeah, so here the idea was that you had you could apply, you have a list of decals here, right, on the right, that are the decals assigned by your faction hall, and then you choose the location, right, and you assign it to a location. So you say, oh, I want my decal to be on my plate armor, right, and that is gonna put it on the plate armor. Everybody can see the decal, yes. Yes, they are sent everywhere to every player. Yes. I don't know. I think it's nice. I don't know if it's worth the effort, but let's say on the positive side is that I did it already, right? I did already something like this. And so I don't know, maybe it's worth it. Maybe it's worth it. It's an additional thing that the let me just check one thing quick. Okay. What do you think about the decals, guys? What do you think about the decal? Wow, we crashed again. What the fuck? Did it crash for the same problem or what? 006. No, there is a completely different crash. There is a good one though, because I have the stack trace. This one I have the stack trace. Let me check it 1 second. He crashed on sticky goo. He crashed on sticky goo. He crashed on sticky goo. It seems to be again a take all. There was also someone fighting though. There was someone fighting at the same time. Everybody can see the decal. Yes, I already have a shield engraved Ula shop open. You have a shield engraved, but is engraved, you mean that by text. I mean, you cannot really see it, right? Item needs to have option for where to place the decal and the number of them. Yeah, maybe. But I don't want to make it too complex, because I think like the shield will always be at the top, you know, the armor will always be on the front, like on your breast, you know, whatever. Probably that's it, because if you go with smaller items like the gloves, I think it's very hard to see. So it must be a big item, I think. Maybe on the robe again, can be in the middle of the chest. A person can use a shield. Yeah, for example. I don't know if it's really worth it, like, but I think it's a nice customization of your character, right? So I mean, it's a kind of a nice to have, but I don't know. Let me check this crash a second, because Find item ID. Character inventory 1405. PS character inventory 1405. So he's trying to find an item. He's trying to find an item. Find item ID. Wow. This is crashing. So there is an item in your inventory that is not valid. I think so. I think there is an item in the inventory that is not valid. I pick it up goo in the table. Yeah, I know. But, well, I also don't want the server to crash continuously if people are playing, you know, so maybe don't crash it anymore. Don't crash it anymore. I can try to reproduce it my side, but what it looks like is that it's trying to find an item. So it's definitely adding an item to your inventory, right? Character inventory 934. Character inventory 934. Yes, is trying to add an item, and this is coming from a take all. It's coming from a take all for sure. It's coming from a take all. So this printout we have, right? This printout we have, and this printout is this. Add item sticky goo to slot -1. It's -1 because basically means -1 means just search an available slot, right? -1 means any place. Put it in any place, right? And at that point is scanning your inventory, right? Is scanning. He's scanning your inventory and he's trying to just put it into 1020. What? 1002? No, it is not. It is not correct. I know 1020 in PS item. Yeah. Get location in parent. Get location in parent. In PS item 020. I mean 1020. Get location in parent. If adjust lot and parent item instance ID. Point to the object that contains this object. So basically he was trying to put it in a container 100%. He was trying to put it in a container. But that container the item I pick up when it crashes doesn't seem to matter. Yeah, I think the problem is the container is trying to put it in more than so it seems that this parent item instance is well, we can investigate it though, huh? We can investigate it, because if I go... This is the last crash, right? There is the last crash, so 006 is this guy, right? So we can load in debug. The container window open makes no difference, because the container window open is just something that you have in your client, but the server doesn't care. The server doesn't care what you have open or closed, though. There is a server crash, so is fairly more. I mean, is more critical, really, because it's not just a visualization problem. Is really a logical issue. So the server doesn't know where to put that item for whatever reason. Maybe all the containers are full or something like that, or he's trying to stack it with another item that is, I don't know, we will see in a second. Because I can debug, I can understand, I want to know what is this parent item instance. And it should be visible, in theory. It should be visible at stack 1. No. Strange. Wait. It should be visible as stack 2. Okay, it is going 3 million thingies. At stack 2, right, if I print out this parent item instance ID, fuck, is an ID. Well, it may be though, eh? Don't change your inventory 1 second. Don't change your inventory 1 second. What is the name of the character? What is the name of your character? Kinfun, okay. I just want to see if... wait. If there is a new container or not. There is a copy of production, so may not be up to date. But anyway, let me see if it exists. Yeah, it exists actually. It exists. That container exists. Is it on you? No, this container is on the ground actually. You cannot try to find an item in a container that is not in your inventory inside the inventory. It makes zero sense. Wait a second, huh? Wait a second. It's a preparation table, right? So you are using a preparation table. So what is a bit strange is that... he's trying to find the location in parent of an item that is actually inside the preparation table, but is thinking that is in your inventory already. This is very strange. So like if you have the preparation table in your inventory, but the tracked event was picking up an item placed on top of the preparation table. No, it must be inside the preparation table, not in or not on top. Was it on top or was inside? Was the sticky goo Was the sticky goo inside the preparation table or on top of it? Because if that's the case, then it's a bit easier, meaning that probably the sticky goo was in the preparation table. Both, I picked up the one on the top. Both. Because you know what may happen? You know what may happen is that you put the sticky goo inside the preparation table. So his father is the preparation table. Then you pick it up somehow and you put it back. And the parent is not cleaned, right? And so at that point, he thinks to be inside the preparation table, but he's not. But he's outside. But he still has a father, right? While an object on the ground should never have a father. But it seems that this object has a father, which is very strange. Which is very strange, right? Because what is the item ID? What is the item? Yeah, but for sure is the sticky goo. I mean, I can try again. I can print out the item stats standard ID, whatever is the freaking name of that field. But I think that for sure is the sticky goo. No. Wait, in PS item, in PS item, right? Because I think it's under base stats, unfortunately. Yeah, it's under base stats. So I will have to take. I will have to print base stats. I will have to print. I will have to print base stats and then item stats ID standard or what? No. I'll have to print item stats, base stats, and then UID. Yes, UID. 8419. Okay, we have our guy. 8419. I think it's the sticky goo anyway. Yeah, exactly. Sticky goo. So the item that crashed the server is the sticky goo, 100%. But in this case, at least, right? So I took the erroneous goo out of the preparation table and I placed it on top of the table. Then I made goo in the table and then I picked up the goo on top of the table. Oh my god. Yeah. But it looks like exactly something like that, right? So it seems that the item. It seems that the item still thinks that is inside the table. Because in theory, right? So get location in parent, right? Get location in parent. Where was this coming from? Wait. I already lost track. Character inventory 934, right? Character inventory 934. Okay. Find the slot index. So he's checking. This guy is checking in your inventory if he can stack the sticky goo that you just picked up with something else, okay? This is what he's trying to do. And so it's going slot by slot. It's going slot by slot. And he's saying And here is trying to get the slot of the item in your inventory. But this is in your inventory. So how can parent item instance ID be the preparation table if this is your inventory? This is what I am a bit lost. Because here we are inside character inventory, so that is inside your inventory 100%, right? There is no other way. So that is inside your inventory. There is no way. So it must be an item that is already in your inventory. And unfortunately this container name is super stupid because it's not a container. I mean, it's not sure that this is a container. So this should just be called item actually. So we are passing in null, right? We are passing in null. So we are passing in null. So this is null, right? This is null. So we are saying we don't care, right? And so we go container. If container exists, I get the UID, otherwise I get 0. So this will be 0, right? So if I go in this, if I go, what is that? What is that? Find item ID? No, find slot index. Find slot index. So if I go at frame number 3 and I print out container ID, this will be 0, right? Fuck, optimized out. Okay, it's been optimized out. Okay, if I print container, okay, container is 0, 0, so container is null, right? This thing is null. So it cannot go here, and then it goes here, right? And here is scanning, so it's 677. It's 677. 677. Yeah, 677, exactly. Exactly. Here is scanning your inventory, and on this one there is no dubbed, right? There is no dubbed. Is going through the inventory, and at a certain point, which we don't know exactly what point is it though, that's the problem. Because if I print I 184, holy shit, boys. Okay, the item 184 in your inventory, because this includes also the storage, everything that is in chest and whatever. So at a certain point, he arrives at item 184, which is a sticky goo, and he's trying to understand the location in parent, right? He's just trying to get what is the slot, right? What is the slot where that particular item is, and he's trying to understand if it's the same slot, right? Exactly. Slot, what is it? -1. Slot is bulk number 2. Slot is bulk number 2. Why is bulk number 2? Because we decided that because we do 4i, so we search every single. So the second slot in your backpack, it's trying to see the second slot in your backpack, and in that slot, right, in that slot, what he finds he finds if we go stack 2 now, right? We were here before, right? Is the sticky goo. So he finds in your second slot, in your second backpack slot, the sticky goo. He finds it there. He finds it there. And maybe it's another sticky goo. I mean, it doesn't mean that it's the same sticky goo. Maybe another sticky goo. But it's in your second slot in the inventory. And then what happens is that for whatever crazy reason that actually doesn't make any sense, it doesn't make any sense, that sticky goo in your inventory as the preparation table as the father. So it is possible that the item has just been moved, and so the parent has not been cleared yet, right? But I think if this was the case, it would happen always, right? It would happen always if this was the case. Because here is where we added to the inventory. We didn't yet really add it, right? We didn't yet really add it. So wait a second. Can you avoid moving? Did you move stuff in your inventory after the crash? Because I would like to see something. I would like to see something. Not much. Well, not much. Here we are at the mini pixel, the nano pixel. So if you move something, you may be in trouble. No, I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I can try to reproduce it on my machine. I think that it happens quite a bit, right? So I think it's should be a fundamental bug. Should be a fundamental bug. I don't think is a but anyway, I mean, it happened to you. I don't know. Only with the sticky goo thingy. So I'm checking your items 1 second. Bulk 2. So without parent though, Bulk 2 without because the problem is that all the storage is here. All the storage is here, boys. You have a million stuff in the storage. Bulk 4. Bulk 5. Wait, Bulk 2. Bulk 2. No, Bulk 2 seems to be a bond glyph. Bond glyph. Do you have a bond glyph in the second slot? Can you post a screenshot of your inventory a second? In Discord? Like, take a screenshot of your inventory. Because maybe bulk 2 starts from 0. So bulk 2 can be bulk 3 actually. Something like that. I see a bow glyph. No, this may be a container then. Wait. This may be a container. I think this view is not really giving me the reality. No, it doesn't count from the bottom up. No, I think I'm looking at something that is probably inside a sack, inside a container. No, I have to do the query differently. What is that screenshot? No, I need a screenshot of your inventory, not the preparation table. I need the inventory. I mean, I see only the last line of your inventory there. I think I can probably do it another way. Wait. That's my inventory. Bro, I only see one line. How can you say that this is your inventory? This is what you posted, right? This is what you posted. I can see only one line of your inventory. Can you take a picture of your inventory? Not a piece? Ah, okay. Now yes, in private message. No, on the... Okay. In private message. No, in the main chat you posted the... Yeah, okay. Holy shit! It's a lot of stuff. We miss so many icons. Why we miss all these icons? What are all these things? Yeah, but I think the bulk 2 then is not... which one is the sticky goo? Sticky goo. I have to go, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I need to go, but I think I can somehow make sense of this and try to reproduce it on my character. I mean, on my... energy glyph. None of those are sticky goo? Okay. He crashed trying to pick it up, huh? Okay. Unfortunately, I need to go. It's too late. But I will try to reproduce it on my side. With the preparation table and everything. I can even use your character in the copy of the database that I have. But yeah. I think my suggestion is don't try to crash it again. Just play normally and see if it happens with other items and in other occasions, right? Because maybe it was that particular sticky goo, you know, that was fucked up for whatever reason. But in theory, when you drop it into the world, the parent is cleared, right? So you should not have a parent. While what we see in this crash is that that item seems to be already in your inventory, even if it's not saved into the database yet, okay? But it seems to be moved already to your inventory, at least logically, and still as the father of the preparation table. So it seems that is like in transition, right? So it's like that guy is like in transition mode. He didn't finish yet the move. And because actually it's true, because here we are just checking where to put it, right? We are just checking where to put it. We didn't move it yet. So I don't understand why. Well, actually, we update it here. And we save it as well. Do you have a sticky goo somewhere in your inventory? Wait a second. Sticky. It seems that in your inventory there is no sticky goo at all. So I don't understand. I don't understand what happened. I don't know. I don't understand what happened. We need to reproduce it in a simpler case with less items because it's weird. I don't know. If you want to crash the server again, maybe don't do it. Don't do it in the evening like now. Do it maybe in the morning when there is no people on, because it's a bit of a pity, you know. If people are playing and the server is crashing continuously, it's not very nice. Okay, guys, I'm gonna go. Thank you for watching, and I think we made some progress on this decals idea. No, on this factions idea and the benefits. The decals, I don't know. I have to understand if it's really good enough. But I think if we do already the first three, right? If we do the first three, I think it's already pretty good, right? It's already pretty good. I think it's a good piece of functionality that is going in. Now that I have set all the NPC, well, some of the NPC with the right faction, so will already be usable, right? Will be usable. Yeah. Okay, I really need to run, guys. I will just shut down. I will say goodbye quickly and shut down. Bye! See you, boys!